The name of the article is called "The World Cup Champion Women's Players Want Equal Pay from the U.S. Soccer." The World Cup is like the Super Bowl for soccer. And here's the women's team that you can see pictured in this right here. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start reading. You can move right along with me. Okay. 5 soccer players from the U.S. women's national team have accused the U.S. Soccer Federation of not paying them fairly. The team won the World Cup last year. They have brought the problem to the attention of the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, a government agency that makes sure workers are treated and paid fairly. Why are champions paid less? Alex Morgan, Carly Lloyd, Megan Rapinoe, Becky Sauerbrunn, and Hope Solo are the 5 women's soccer players they claim are paid much less than the players on the men's team. Solo explained how many important games they have won. The women's team still does not get paid as much as the U.S. men's national team. The men have not won championships like the women. The men's team has never won the World Cup nor the Olympics. The union representing players is talking with the Soccer Federation about their contract and the amount they are currently paid. A union stands in for workers and helps decide how they are treated by the people who pay them. The Soccer Federation says the women's contract runs through the Rio Olympics to December 31st. The players think the agreement they have now is not binding and could be changed at any time. So essentially, these players are saying we had a contract into a certain time, but it is a contract that can be changed. Okay, let's go on to the next paragraph. Women players want to end unfair treatment. Jeffrey Kessler is one of the lawyers representing the players. He claims that the Soccer Federation team did not treat the women fairly. The women hope to end the discriminatory and unfair treatment they have suffered for years. He said the women's team is worth more than the men's team. They could ask for more than the men's, but they're only asking for equal treatment. Okay, right now I want you to think about what is the difference between having equal treatment and equal pay. Okay. The Soccer Federation did not say anything about the claim. The group said it was disappointed with the action. The group also said it has been committed to building women's soccer over the past 30 years. We have been a world leader in women's soccer, the Soccer Federation said. The top players on the women's team are paid about $72,000 a year by the Soccer Federation. They play at least 20 games. The women players say the men earn more. The men also get extra pay. The women are only paid extra if they win. Each female player also gets $30,000 each when they make the World Cup team. The men are paid $68,750. There is no clear reason why the men are paid so much more. The EEOC investigates claims of discrimination on how much evidence the claim has. There is no schedule for resolving the complaint. So I want you to think, why are the men being paid more at this point? If the women do the same thing and the men get extra pay, even if they lose, but the women have to win to get the extra pay. What do you think about that? Many players on the national team are speaking out about the unfair treatment of women. For example, in Canada, a group of players led by Abby Wambach complained about the World Cup's artificial turf. Oh, we know that word artificial from our hermit crab reading. Artificial means fake. Artificial turf is not real grass. The men's World Cup is played on natural grass. Artificial turf is harder to plan, and the players are more likely to get hurt. The turf problem came up again after the women won the World Cup. They had to stop a game in Hawaii because of the unsafe artificial turf. This is a fight that we are going to have to continue to fight from here on forward. So said, she thinks the fight will be hard and is more about more than the sports. I don't see it getting any easier, but it's something we are committed to, and it's not just in the sports world, it's everywhere you look. Training for the Olympics. Morgan said it wasn't the only reason the players decided to complain. It's the right step for us in moving forward with this team, she said. The team has qualified for this summer's Olympics in Brazil. They are currently in Florida training for games against Colombia. Okay, now that you've read the article, I want you to look at your tree map, and I want you to fill in this left side here. Think of what are some of the problems that this U.S. women's soccer team faced with their pay and with the way they were treated. Think about where they were playing their soccer fields, and write down a couple problems that they encountered. We will meet together to discuss those and then talk about what the team wants in order to make their situation change.